What's up, guys? So today we're gonna put in some car parts in the S15. There are gonna be some fog lights, a relay, and some other stuff that should go along with it. It's a very simple process. All right, so these are all the things that I got for the car. I got these covers from Yahoo Auctions. This is the part number. You can pause that. So this one and this one, they're the same exact part number. So I got these two from Yahoo Auctions for like $10. I got fog lights, although this one, they seem okay. They're all glass. So I got these used fog lights also from Yahoo Auctions. These are little covers. They go on the actual side of the fog light like this. So this is the left side, and then this is the right side. I got this switch also from Amazon. It says Nissan over here. I don't know if it's a real OEM Nissan one. From my understanding, the JDM version of these S15s already come with this 15 amp, and they missed the relay. All the wires are there. You just have to put in a brand new relay and the amp. I believe the Australian version of the S15s, you have to wire everything for this and for this. Now, taking a peek inside, let me see if I can zoom in. That is a wire for the fog light. And then that's another wire for the fog light. So these cars already come with these wires, and they're just tucked away. We just gotta get this cover off, install everything there. Alrighty, so I removed 2 screws, well, actually 3 screws with this one. These are, 10 millimeters, and there's about 2 on this. So there's one right here, one right here. Now I do have one of those push clips that is well hidden. Adjust this again. Right there. That's a push clip, and the screw actually goes right on this edge. And then this thing's all floppy down. All right, so now that we're in here, we got 2 more screws. One at the bottom right here, one at the top, and then this whole grill section will come out. This is actually the very front part. So this will unclip, and then we could assemble the rest from there. All right, so I took this grill off. You push these 2 tabs, then this whole thing comes out. Now, you need these 2 clips because they're gonna go attached over here. And then these are actually the screws that should be attaching to your fog light unit. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna install this. There's this little hole over here, and there's a little tab that inserts, and then this part goes through. So it goes through right here, and then right behind where my finger is, in this general area, there's another tab, and I'll show you that. Alrighty, so that is that plastic tab that inserts. I'm gonna put some spray on there so it can slide in easier. And then we could get the rest attached. Alrighty, so now I'm gonna install the lens or the fog light. They're actually marked. Right here, so this is the left side. It's gonna go in there. And then I get to put on one of the trim pieces that are in there. This is gonna go right there. That looks way better. Actually, no, I think you should unclip this because it's actually stuck in here. Interesting enough that the fog light has another connection inside, so I need to take a quick peek. And what I mean by that is, there's this screw right here, but there's no really a spot to actually hook it up to, which is quite interesting because inside there's nothing. So I'm just gonna reattach this in there. I got the loom right here. I'm gonna hook it up. Sprayed it down with contact spray. There it is. It clipped on easier. Slide her forward. Push it in. We'll be able to. I'll clean this piece because this is gonna frustrate me if I leave it like this. Oh, it's even worse. Never mind. Oh, WD-40. See if I can attach this now. Leave the room back on there. And then it's gonna go right here. Originally, you're supposed to use these clips. Now these clips, they look like they have like a 15mm head. I wasn't able to find anything at the local parts store aside from this one, which is a 12mm top head, but it's the 6mm, which is also important. So I'm gonna use that. It's just a little plastic trim. They fit into this hole right here. And they slip on, and then it just kind of like it goes over. This is that little plastic trim I was talking about. And then, technically speaking, what you would do is, the light is already installed like this. You come on in. You have to put it in backwards. See how it hooks on there? And then that's it. And then it sits on, and then you push in your little push pin right there. All right, so now that we have the fog lights installed, comes the relay. This is going based off of this chart over here. So fog light would be right here in this spot. This is for the HID. I'm gonna spray down with a little bit of contact spray in there because I don't think anything has been installed in this area. And then I'm just gonna place this right here. And that's about it for this whole entire underside. I already checked this fuse, which is front fog, number 15 amp. That's pretty much it. Alrighty. So the following day, no, I'm just joking. It actually took like a week or so to get this. But I do have the new turn signal that comes with the switches, so we're gonna actually install that. Alrighty, so this is the part number for the stock. I mean, this one's already crusty and dusty. As you can see, it doesn't have the little switch part right here for the fog lights. This is the new one, so it does have the fog lights. They actually make one that comes with another switch down here, so you could turn it up and then turn it up again, and that's for your rear fog lights. But this one's a brand new unit from Nissan. I also got a light bulb. This is also part number. I'm gonna keep it halogen. Most of my lights are LED, but you can see right there that there's two nubs. One says HICA or HICAS, and then technically the other one is the little fog light jellyfish looking marker, but they don't have any bulbs inside. So what we have to do is pull out 2 screws, and then this vessel comes out, and then there's 4 more screws that hold the cluster in. We also have this screw, this screw, this one. So we got 4 screws to pull out. This part comes out, this part comes out, and that should be easy to access this stock. Alrighty, so I pulled out the cover. I did mention this one, which is on the turn signal side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 screws. There's just the other one hidden on the other side. This little piece is an actual ring. It just pops out. You get here. Also, while you're down here, if you want, you could actually pull out this and turn it into an LED light. That's what I have on right now in this car. It's just 1, 2 screws, and then this little piece comes off. Then I unclip here, but I think we're gonna have some issues when it comes to the back side. I'm not sure if this piece is gonna bump or what, but we're just gonna transfer over some wiring. And then as for the fog light activation switch part, it's just this cable right here. And most cars already have it, unless you have the Australian version of the S15, but it's just plug and play. Alright, so this is a side-by-side comparison. The original one versus the newer one. We can flip it over. It does have some silicone grease on there. Alright, so I swapped it all in. This just slid perfectly. It just comes in here and just slides in. That's it. Which is pretty cool. So I'll just put in the screw up top. And then I need to take this thing off. I don't want to put on the covers yet because it's a real pain in the butt to take this off. Alrighty, so I took off the bezel. Gonna have to clean it up. My hands are all greasy. Those 2 screws, and then you got 1 screw here, 1 screw here, and then 1 screw here. And all this unit pops out. Well, I slid out the unit, but I don't need to go too far because the only ones I have are right here. I do want to replace this bulb because this one has been giving me issues, and that's actually, that's my ABS. Sorry, I think it's this black one. That one is kind of fried. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one has been giving me issues. See, it's kind of like cooked right there. So when the car vibrates, it just shuts off. But there's no light bulb for these sockets. I lied, there is a light bulb. Maybe it's fried. Anyways, I'm just gonna replace them, shove them back in, and call it a day. All right, so I installed my fog light stuff, right? And it works. The lights turn on, but the indicator doesn't turn on. But it beeps at me, so I don't know what it is. Could be a wiring issue. I'm just gonna leave it like this with this annoying beep. You know, it at least lets me know that stuff is on. I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'm just gonna button all this up again and then show you what it looks like from the front. They're yellow lights. These center lights, those are on too, which are pretty cool. And then if you go all the way to the back, my tail lights are actually on, I think. Yeah, they're on. The only annoying part is that I don't get the little light, but I do get the constant beep as if I left my lights on until I shut the door. So I'm okay with that. It's not too bad. Well, that concludes the rest of this video. Finally, I'm okay with that light not being on. I still get that reminder from the beep as if the lights were switched on, like when you pull out the key. So I'm okay with all of that. I don't know how long those bulbs will last because I didn't replace them when I got them used. So we'll see how that goes. I might rock the yellow ones, I don't know. Might switch over to something more brighter. I like to see the road. So we'll see what happens on that. But I'll have to drive the car at nighttime just to see how everything actually works and looks like. But yeah, it's not a really hard process. It's just annoying that that light doesn't turn on. A lot of indicators say that it's a whole thing of, what do you call it? like wiring that's not an OEM thing, that's all aftermarket. But to me, I don't think it is. It looks all factory to me. I don't think anyone tampered with that, especially because the lights, or the original harness for those lights, were just taped up in a very, you know, factory way. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll pursue to find out what it is. As long as everything works fine, I'm okay with it. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and so stay tuned with other things I got going on with the car. Thank you.